Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are watching for the first time, my name is Lucy. I'm a visual artist. I do a lot of abstract work, and those of you who are coming back, welcome back. So today is going to be a piece that is made from all of resin. So there is no acrylic paint used, it's purely resin, and I will list all the colors in the description of this video. But you'll see that when I'm mixing the resin, and I use art resin for this one, there is a tool that I use that's like a little spitter, and you can get it anywhere like Amazon, for example, or eBay, or whatever you use. And I attach it to the end of my drill, and I can just mix the resin that way. So you'll see that it's silicone base, so when it's time to clean up, I use a baby wipe, clean it up, and it's good to go for the next round. So that's what I use there. You'll also see me laying down these colors on it's a wood base, and so it's 18 inches around, and about an inch thick. So that's what I'm using for this one specifically. And so you'll see that process of making the clock. And then you'll also see how I add the top coat of more resin to kind of seal off when I put the numbers on there. And then at the end, you'll see like the dried version as far as that's concerned. But I'll put all the information you need in the description below, and enjoy the video. Subscribe, like, share, and I will see you guys next time. All right, so here I have an 18-inch round wood, and I'm just spreading some top coat. This is a primer for if you're going to be using resin, and it's just black. There's different colors, but I chose black because then it blends in really well. And so after I apply that top coat, I'll allow it to dry, completely dry, before I even start any kind of pouring. This time I use all resin products, and so there was no acrylic paint when it came down to the colors that I used. And so you'll be able to see that very soon. I also used a resin called art resin. Now there's different types of resin. For art resin in particular, they have a 1-to-1 ratio. And so with that ratio, that means that it's 1 part, like if I use 10 ounces worth of resin, for example, that means 5 came from part A, 5 from part B. All right, now these colors that I'm laying down, again, I mixed them with resin, and so these were pigments. And again, I'll put all the colors and the brand in the description of this video, so you'll have all that information. I had no kind of design in mind. I just wanted to see how the colors would blend together, how well things would flow, so that way when it came time to doing even more of these, I know as far as what I learned from this video, or what I learned from doing this particular one. Now in this one, I realized that I use more gold than I wanted to, and so you'll see as I continue to place these colors that the gold expands pretty nicely, but just a lot more than I wanted it to. I did add some white also to kind of help offset some of that. But overall, when it was all said and done, I'm happy with how it turned out at the very end. So you'll see a picture of the dried version also. When using resin, you want to make sure that you're in a ventilated area. You're using the correct, or the proper protective equipment. So you want to have like a mask, you want to have gloves, and you want to make sure that it's a nice open area where you have a lot of air flowing through. Now you see how that gold expanded, and I didn't do anything to it otherwise as far as letting it sit while I was getting the other colors to lay down, and it just expands, pretty quickly. Now, even me seeing that, I decided to say, hey, let me add even more gold later on, which I did. But again, it still turned out fine. Now, after I lay all these colors down, I get my heat gun to help, one, pop the air bubbles, but also move the colors around, because resin is self-leveling. And so whether I decide to use the heat gun or not, it was still going to move until the entire thing was pretty much leveled, and it would dry that way. Now the pattern is not horrible, but again, I knew that I just wanted to kind of blend all the colors at the end of the day to kind of see how that would turn out. I do plan on making another one where I do this in a dirty pour fashion, using the same color pattern to see, or the same color scheme, to see how that ends up. So you'll see that in a different video in the next few weeks. So right now, I'm going to let you guys enjoy this video. And again, I'll put all that information for you in the description below. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right.